What's up, Dolphins Nation? Welcome back to the channel. We're coming at you fresh off an exciting and a little nerve-wracking 15-10 victory against our rivals, the New England Patriots. It wasn't always pretty, but in the NFL, a win is a win. The team is working hard to improve week by week, and this victory is a big step in the right direction. Before we dive into the details of the game, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Your support means everything as we follow our team throughout this wild 2024 season. Let's break down what went down in Foxboro. The Miami Dolphins desperately needed this victory, and though it came with some bumps and bruises, we managed to pull through in a gritty game that went down to the wire. We took down the Patriots 15-10, thanks to a combination of strong defense, timely plays, and an unexpected breakout from rookie running back Jaylen Wright. But let's be honest, this game wasn't the smoothest. Mistakes, penalties, and missteps were a constant theme throughout. A blocked punt, bad snaps, and multiple pre-snap penalties plagued us, especially on offense. At one point, a snap even pushed us out of field goal range, and it felt like the Dolphins were fighting themselves as much as the Patriots. However, in a game where everything seemed to be going wrong, one part of our game finally clicked, our ground game. Despite the challenges, Miami pounded the ball on the ground, rushing for a whopping 193 yards on 41 carries, averaging a solid 4.7 yards per carry. This is by far our best rushing performance of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. We saw Raheem Mostert continue to put in solid work with 80 yards on 19 carries, but the real star of the show was rookie Jaylen Wright, who stepped up in a big way after Devon Achane left the game early with a concussion in the first quarter. Achane's injury looked serious as he took a hard hit and slammed his head into the ground. That's never something you want to see, but Wright was ready to seize the moment. Wright finished the day with 86 yards on 13 carries, and honestly, he could have had more if not for a holding call that erased a 35-yard run. The rookie showed flashes of greatness, and his work was essential in our final touchdown drive that secured the win. Let's talk about that game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. With just over 4 minutes left and trailing 10-9, the Dolphins needed a spark, and Jaylen Wright delivered. On the 80-yard drive, Wright ripped off runs of 7, 4, 3, 16, and 8 yards, pushing the Patriots' defense back and getting us into the red zone. From there, Alec Ingold punched it in from 3 yards out, giving us the go-ahead touchdown with 4:24 remaining on the clock. That was the knockout punch we needed, and the defense handled the rest. Speaking of the defense, they were the unsung heroes in this game. While the offense struggled to find consistency, our defense kept Mac Jones and the Patriots in check. Aside from a 33-yard touchdown run by Ramondre Stevenson in the first quarter, New England couldn't get much going offensively. The Patriots' only other points came from a field goal, and after that, our defense tightened up and never let them get close to the end zone again. Calais Campbell summed it up perfectly after the game, saying, "This is a victory that builds character. We did a lot of things wrong, but we didn't fold." The Dolphins' D came up big in crucial moments, especially in the second half, making stops when it mattered and forcing New England into tough third-down situations. They may have bent at times, but they never broke. That's the kind of resilience we need as we look to turn this season around. I've got to give a shout-out to Tyler Huntley, who was making just his second start as a Dolphin. He's been in the system for barely 2 weeks, and while it wasn't the most dazzling performance, he did enough to get the job done. Huntley finished the day 18 of 31 for 194 yards and 1 interception, but more importantly, he managed the game when it counted. He didn't take too many risks, and while the interception hurt, he bounced back and led the offense to that crucial late-game drive. With the bye week coming up, Huntley said it best, "We'll go back to the lab, clean things up, and be ready to take a step forward." Now let's circle back to Jaylen Wright, the rookie who came through when the Dolphins needed it most. Wright's performance was especially significant because, let's be real, there were concerns about whether Miami should have addressed other positions in the draft. Some fans were skeptical of the Dolphins picking a running back in the 4th round of the 2024 draft, but Wright is already proving his value. His strong and decisive running style gave us the ground presence we've been missing, and after Achane's injury, he carried the load. Wright's ability to break off chunk plays, even against a tough Patriots defense, is a promising sign for our running game moving forward. The Dolphins finally snapped a 3-game losing streak and picked up their first divisional win of the season. Sitting at 2-3, we're still very much in the fight, and this victory gives us a big boost heading into the bye week. It's a chance to regroup, get some key players healthy, and fix some of the mistakes that have been haunting us, especially on offense. Head coach Mike McDaniel acknowledged that this wasn't the explosive game we're used to seeing from Miami's offense, but he was proud of how the team dug deep and found a way to win. We didn't have those big plays, but we stuck with it and won the game with a 17-play drive at the end, McDaniel said. That's exactly the kind of toughness we need to show as we move forward. All right, Dolphins Nation, that's my take on Sunday's win. Now I want to hear from you. What did you think about Jaylen Wright's breakout performance? Do you think he can become a major part of this offense moving forward? And what about Tyler Huntley? How do you feel about his progress as the starting QB? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a conversation going. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive Dolphins content. We've got a bye week coming up, but that just means more time to dive into the details and see how this team can come out swinging in the next game. Until next time, fins up. Let's keep that momentum rolling.